In the silence of disappearing forests and the emptiness of dying oceans, a tragedy unfolds before our eyes. A catastrophe that most of humanity never witnesses, never understands, and never mourns until it's far too late. Every single day, somewhere on our fragile planet, another species takes its final breath. Every 20 minutes, another unique form of life that took millions of years to evolve, simply ceases to exist. Forever. But here's what makes this tragedy even more devastating, even more incomprehensible. These animals don't just disappear into the void of extinction. They take their secrets with them. Secrets that could have revolutionized medicine and saved countless human lives. Ancient abilities and biological mysteries that we're only beginning to understand, only starting to appreciate. Evolutionary solutions to problems we haven't even encountered yet. Knowledge encoded in their DNA for millions upon millions of years, written in a language we're desperately trying to learn before the last page turns forever. This is not merely about extinction, about numbers declining or habitats shrinking. This is about losing the keys to mysteries we haven't even discovered yet, burning libraries before we've read a single page, destroying answers before we've even learned to ask the right questions. The clock is ticking, time is running out. The sand is falling through the hourglass of extinction. And once they're gone, once that final heartbeat stops, they're gone forever. No second chances, no do-overs, just silence. Let me introduce you to some of the most extraordinary creatures you've probably never heard of. Animals whose very existence challenges everything we think we know about biology, about evolution, about the limits of life itself. Meet the Vaquita, the world's rarest marine mammal, a creature so elusive that most marine biologists will never see one in their entire careers. Only 10 individuals remain alive today. Just 10. You could fit every living Vaquita in a small boat. Scientists recently made an astonishing discovery. These tiny porpoises, barely 5 feet long, possess an extraordinary ability to navigate using Earth's magnetic fields in ways we still cannot fully explain, cannot replicate, cannot even comprehend. Their brains contain biological compasses, natural navigation systems more precise, more sophisticated than any technology humanity has ever developed. Imagine the applications. GPS systems that never fail, navigation that works anywhere on Earth, technology inspired by evolution's masterpiece. But when the last Vaquita takes its final breath, when that precious genetic code is lost forever, that secret dies with it. Gone, erased from existence. The Kakapo, a magnificent flightless parrot from the remote forests of New Zealand, is another miracle standing on the edge of extinction. These birds can live over 90 years, nearly a full human lifetime. Researchers working desperately to save them discovered something remarkable. Their cells contain unique anti-aging properties, biological mechanisms that could revolutionize human medicine, extend human life, cure age-related diseases. Only 247 exist today in the entire world, each one precious beyond measure. The Javan rhinoceros, one of the rarest large mammals on Earth, down to just 76 individuals hiding in a single national park. These magnificent creatures have immune system capabilities that make them nearly cancer-proof. Their bodies fight off tumors, resist diseases, heal from injuries in ways that baffle medical science. Imagine the medical breakthroughs locked inside their DNA, the cancer treatments waiting to be discovered, the lives that could be saved. But we're running out of time to unlock those secrets. The Saola, called the Asian unicorn, because of its rarity and mythical status, was discovered only in 1992. Think about that. A large mammal, unknown to science until just 3 decades ago. And it's already nearly extinct. We know almost nothing about them. What secrets do they hold? What mysteries are encoded in their genes? What could they teach us about survival, adaptation, evolution? We may never know, because we're running out of time to ask, running out of opportunities to learn, running out of chances to save them. We've been down this tragic road before, and yet we never seem to learn from our devastating mistakes, never seem to change our destructive course. History is littered with the ghosts of species we carelessly drove to extinction, species whose secrets we'll never recover, whose gifts to science we'll never receive. The Tasmanian tiger, the thylacine, officially declared extinct in 1936 when the last known individual died alone in a zoo, forgotten and unloved. For decades, we thought we knew everything about them from preserved specimens and grainy footage. We were wrong. Recent advanced studies of preserved tissue samples, DNA analysis that wasn't possible even 20 years ago, revealed something extraordinary. They had unique jaw structures that could open to an impossible, almost unbelievable 120 degrees, powered by muscle configurations we still don't understand, biomechanical engineering that defies conventional wisdom. That engineering marvel, that biomechanical secret refined over millions of years of evolution, is now lost forever. Erased. Gone. Imagine the robotics we could have developed, the medical devices, the surgical tools inspired by that natural design. Too late now. The dodo, extinct since 1681, has become a symbol of extinction itself, a punchline to jokes about stupidity and failure. But the dodo was far from stupid. It had evolved a highly specialized digestive system that could process toxins deadly to other animals, neutralize poisons, extract nutrition from sources that would kill most creatures. Scientists today believe that studying their digestive processes could have led to revolutionary breakthroughs in treating human poisoning, drug overdoses, toxic exposures. We could have saved countless lives. But we can't study what no longer exists. We have only paintings created by artists who never saw them, bones in museum drawers, and profound regret. The passenger pigeon, once the most abundant bird in North America with populations numbering in the billions, literally billions, went extinct in 1914. The last one, Martha, died in captivity. The skies that once darkened with their massive flocks fell silent. These birds had navigation abilities, coordination instincts that allowed them to move as one organism across thousands of miles of territory. Imagine the traffic management systems we could have developed, the drone coordination, the autonomous vehicle networks inspired by their natural abilities. Gone. All of it. Gone. The golden toad of Costa Rica, last seen in 1989, had skin that could detect minute climate changes years in advance, biological sensors more accurate than our most sophisticated scientific instruments. A living early warning system for environmental disaster. Now extinct. And we ignored the warning they were trying to give us, ignored the message their disappearance was screaming into our deaf ears. These weren't just animals going about their lives in the wild. They were living libraries of information, breathing encyclopedias of evolutionary solutions to problems we haven't even encountered yet, natural laboratories full of answers to questions we haven't learned to ask. And we burned those libraries without ever reading them. We destroyed those laboratories without ever learning from them. We silenced those answers before we understood the questions. Right now, at this very moment as you watch this video, as you breathe, as your heart beats, mysteries are vanishing from our world. Species are dying. Secrets are being lost. Knowledge accumulated over millions of years of evolution is being erased in the blink of a geological eye. The Amur leopard, the rarest big cat on Earth with only 100 individuals left struggling to survive in the frozen forests of Russia and China, possesses camouflage abilities that change not just based on their physical environment, but based on their emotional state, their stress levels, their intentions. Their spots actually shift patterns in ways we're only beginning to understand with modern high-speed photography and advanced imaging. Imagine the applications. Adaptive camouflage for military use, mood-responsive clothing, materials that change properties based on environmental feedback. Researchers are racing against time to study this phenomenon before these magnificent creatures disappear forever.
The Sumatran rhinoceros, down to fewer than 80 individuals scattered across fragmented habitats in Indonesia, has a vocalization system so incredibly complex, so sophisticated, that each individual rhinoceros has a completely unique voice print, like a fingerprint made of sound, that can communicate specific information across miles and miles of dense jungle. They can tell each other about danger, about food sources, about reproductive status, using calls that carry through the forest like biological radio signals. We're losing a language we haven't even begun to translate, a communication system we barely comprehend. When they're gone, that entire language dies with them. The Yangtze giant soft-shell turtle, the largest freshwater turtle species on Earth. Only 3 confirmed individuals remain in the entire world. 3. Count them. 1, 2, 3. That's all that stands between this ancient species and total extinction. These remarkable creatures can live over 100 years, survive in water conditions that would kill most other animals, endure environmental extremes that would devastate other species. What evolutionary adaptations, what genetic modifications, what cellular mechanisms make this incredible resilience possible? We're about to lose the chance to find out, to learn, to understand. The window is closing. Time is running out. Hawksbill sea turtles, with their beautiful shells that humans have coveted and killed them for, can consume toxic jellyfish that would cause agonizing death in humans, processing deadly poison safely through specialized digestive systems we don't fully understand. The medical applications could be absolutely revolutionary: new treatments for poisoning, drugs that neutralize toxins, therapies for chemical exposure. But ocean pollution, plastic waste, fishing nets, and climate change are killing them faster than we can study them, faster than we can learn their secrets. Bornean orangutans, our closest genetic relatives, sharing over 96% of our DNA, demonstrate problem-solving abilities and sophisticated tools that rivals early human ancestors. They pass cultural knowledge through generations in ways we're only beginning to understand. Teaching their young which plants have medicinal properties, which tools to use for specific tasks, how to navigate their complex forest homes. This is cultural knowledge, accumulated wisdom that took thousands of years to develop through trial and error, success and failure. When they're gone, when that last orangutan dies, so is that accumulated wisdom, that irreplaceable cultural heritage. These animals aren't just dying, aren't simply going extinct. They're taking evolution's answer key with them, burning humanity's instruction manual, destroying the blueprints for survival that nature spent millions of years perfecting. But wait. Stop. Before you sink into despair, before you give up hope, before you close this video thinking the battle is already lost, let me tell you something crucial: this story doesn't have to end in extinction. It doesn't have to end in tragedy. Against impossible odds, against overwhelming challenges, some species are fighting back with every fiber of their being. And humans, finally learning from our catastrophic mistakes, are finally fighting alongside them with everything we have. The California condor, North America's largest bird, was down to just 27 individuals in 1987. 27! The species stood on the absolute brink of extinction, one step away from joining the dodo and the passenger pigeon in oblivion. But scientists, conservationists, and dedicated volunteers refused to give up. They launched the most intensive, most expensive, most ambitious bird conservation program in history. Today, through decades of intensive conservation efforts, captive breeding programs, habitat protection, and round-the-clock monitoring, over 500 California condors soar through the skies again. Each one a living miracle. Each one a testament to human determination. Each one proof that extinction is not inevitable. The black-footed ferret, a small carnivore from the American prairies, was declared extinct in the wild in 1987. Gone. Or so we thought. Then, in an incredible stroke of luck, scientists found 18 individuals, the last survivors, clinging to existence in a remote corner of Wyoming. 18 animals, that's all that remained of an entire species. But those 18 became the foundation for the most ambitious breeding and reintroduction program in mammal conservation history. Today, after decades of careful breeding, habitat restoration, and disease management, thousands of black-footed ferrets live free again across the American West. The mountain gorilla, once down to just 254 individuals in the 1980s, now numbers over 1,000 thanks to decades of dedicated protection, anti-poaching efforts, habitat preservation, and ecotourism that gives local communities economic incentives to protect rather than destroy. Living proof that when we choose to act, when we commit resources, when we make conservation a priority, we can reverse the countdown to extinction. The humpback whale, hunted mercilessly to near extinction with fewer than 5,000 remaining in the 1960s, seemed doomed. Their songs, their magnificent breaches, their annual migrations, all seem destined to become mere memories. But international cooperation, hunting bans, protected marine areas, and decades of conservation have allowed them to recover. Today, over 135,000 humpback whales sing their haunting songs across the world's oceans. The songs we almost silenced forever now echo through the seas again. And it's not just about protection anymore. Technology is becoming our most powerful ally in the fight against extinction. DNA banking preserves genetic material from endangered species, creating a genetic library, a backup copy of life's diversity. Artificial intelligence helps track and protect animals in real time, analyzing patterns, predicting poaching attempts, optimizing patrol routes. Drones monitor vast territories that rangers could never cover on foot, spotting poachers, tracking animal movements, assessing habitat health. Communities that once hunted these animals, that once saw them as competitors or nuisances, now protect them fiercely, realizing their true value as sources of ecotourism income, as symbols of natural heritage, as irreplaceable parts of functioning ecosystems. But here's the absolute truth: we need to act now. Not tomorrow. Not next year. Not when it's more convenient or more affordable. Now. Right now. This moment. Every single species that goes extinct is a light going out in the universe, a star fading from the cosmic sky. A unique solution to survival, a distinctive answer to life's challenges, developed painstakingly over millions and millions of years through trial and error, through adaptation and evolution, erased forever in an instant. Gone. Never to return. We live in an extraordinary age, a pivotal moment in history where we possess the technology, the scientific knowledge, the economic resources, and the global communication networks to prevent this ongoing tragedy. We have everything we need to stop the extinction crisis. Everything except one crucial thing: urgency. The desperate, immediate sense that we must act now, today, this moment. These animals, these magnificent creatures, are not just part of nature, not merely components of ecosystems. They are nature. They are evolution made flesh. They are life's diversity given form. And we humans, are part of that same intricate web of life. When we save them, we save ourselves. When we protect their habitats, we protect our own future. When we preserve their secrets, we preserve knowledge that could transform human civilization. The mysteries encoded in their DNA could cure diseases we cannot yet treat, solve medical puzzles that currently seem impossible. Their extraordinary abilities could inspire revolutionary technologies we haven't even imagined yet. Their presence enriches our world in ways we're only beginning to measure, to quantify, to truly understand. But beyond all the science, beyond all the medicine, beyond all the technology and potential benefits to humanity, they have an intrinsic right to exist. Just as we do. They were here long before humans ever walked this planet. They deserve to be here long after we're gone. The fundamental question facing our generation is not, can we save them? We absolutely can. The science is clear. The methods are proven. Success stories demonstrate what's possible. The real question, the question that will define our legacy, is simply this: will we? Will we choose action over apathy? Will we choose preservation over profit? Will we choose the long-term survival of Earth's magnificent biodiversity over short-term convenience? Time is running out like sand through an hourglass. But it hasn't run out yet. There's still time. Still hope. Still a chance to change the ending of this story. Every view of this video matters. Every share spreads awareness. Every conversation it starts to plant seeds of change. Awareness leads to understanding. Understanding leads to caring. Caring leads to action. Action leads to real, measurable change. Change leads to hope. And hope, genuine hope backed by determination and action, is how species survive. Is how ecosystems recover. Is how we build a better future. The last of their kind are calling to us across the void of extinction. Their voices are getting quieter, fainter, more desperate. Will we answer their call? Or will we let them vanish into the terrible silence of extinction, taking their secrets, their beauty, their evolutionary wisdom, and their fundamental right to exist with them into the darkness? The choice is ours and ours alone. The time is now, right this moment. What we do in the next 10 years, the actions we take or fail to take, will determine whether our children and grandchildren inherit a world still full of wonders, still rich with diversity, still alive with the songs of species that survived because we chose to act, or a diminished world of echoes and regrets, of empty forests and silent oceans, of might-have-beens and if-onlys. Choose wisely. Choose compassionately. Choose quickly. Choose life. Choose hope. Choose a future where no child has to ask, what was a tiger? What was an elephant? What did they look like when they were still alive? The ending of this story isn't written yet. We hold the pen. Let's write a better ending together.